One of the best ways to scale your campaigns is using lookalike audiences of your customers. Lookalike audiences are audiences Facebook creates based on a database that you decide. As an example, a customer lookalike audience means you will upload your customer database to Facebook. Facebook will find similarities between people who bought your products. Then it will match this data with its giant database in order to create a wider audience of people similar to your customers. That new audience is a lookalike audience. There are two ways of doing that, either using the pixel traffic purchase data or using the product sales data. Facebook only keeps the pixel data available for a limited number of days, so for purchases lookalike audiences, we recommend to use sales data from Shopify. What makes lookalike audiences work so well is that instead of showing your ads to a broad audience on Facebook, the algorithm only shows your ads to a specific audience of people who are similar to your customers. This makes them more likely to become your customers and buy your products. By only showing your ads to these people, it increases your conversion rate, decreases your cost per purchase, and makes you more money. This will automatically upload your customer data to Facebook and generate the necessary custom audiences. Create the lookalike audiences from them, and then run new ad sets targeting these lookalike audiences using the page posts you want, and even break your audiences down by gender and age groups if you choose to for more accurate split testing. A process that will take you hours of work to manually do using Facebook. Let's see how easy it is to launch a campaign to a customer lookalike audience with Scalify. Go to your Scalify app. Go to Customer Lookalike Audiences. Select the ad account you want these audiences created on. You can choose to create a new campaign or use an existing one. So let's give our campaign a name, LLA Dog Collar as an example. Then we find the page post we'd like to run as an ad to these audiences. We can search by campaign or by page. Usually searching by campaign is better since searching by page would pull up all of the posts, which is less organized. Click on the campaign. Choose an ad set. Select one or more posts that you want to use as an ad and hit Next. Now we're in the process of creating our lookalike audience. We can choose to base our lookalike audience on all of our customers or only customers who bought specific products from us. This is great because if you have a general store, you want to have lookalike audiences specific to each niche you're in, or even lookalikes for specific customers you have. For now, let's choose all customers. We can also filter customers by lifetime value. Lifetime value, or LTV, is how much a customer has spent on your store in total. Let's say if someone buys a $10 dog collar, then another $30 item, then comes back 6 months later to buy a $5 item, their lifetime value would be 10 plus 30 plus 5 equals $45. That's how LTV is calculated. As an example, we could filter by only people who spent more than $200 on our store, which would usually be the high spenders and the frequent buyers. This tells Facebook to only look for the best quality customers for us. Getting customers who spend more on our store is valuable because that would mean we make more money with them, and we could spend more to acquire these customers. Once you set your LTV filter, or not set it if you don't want to, click on Next. Scalify will calculate the total size of your audience based on your filters. For a lookalike audience to be created, Facebook needs an audience of at least 100 people. Now, here comes the fun part. We can select the country of the audience from the ones Scalify has pulled up. And as you see, with Scalify, we can create lookalike audiences up to 20% of the country's population. Facebook only allowed us through their business manager to create lookalike audiences up to 10%. But with Scalify, we can go double as deep using the Facebook API. You can create one lookalike audience of 0 to 1%, or you could create up to 20 audiences and have them go from 0 to 1%, 1 to 2%, and so on. On the ad set settings, we find the daily budget. This is the daily budget every single one of the ad sets we're creating will have. So if you have a $100 day budget for this campaign and you've selected to create 10 audiences, then you'll want to set the daily budget to 10. For this demo, let's select 20. We can also select the age we are targeting. Targeting by age segments is something we'll talk about in a minute. For now, let's select 18 to 65. We can select the gender, men or women or both, all. And we can optimize these ad sets for conversions, landing page views, link clicks, impressions, and daily unique reach. For now, let's select conversions. Placements means where you want Facebook to display your ad. We can select which types of devices we'd like, desktop or mobile, and which platforms we want. Usually, we want to be on the Facebook and Instagram feeds, but you can select as many or as little as you want. Here's the coolest thing. We can actually break down these audiences by age and genders. Let's select Split Ages. We could split ages by 9 years, so now it creates 5 different ad sets for us. Male-female 18 to 27, male-female 28 to 37, male-female 38 to 47, male-female 48 to 57, and male-female 58 to 65. Each of these is a separate ad set based on the age group. Isn't that amazing? We could also get deeper and split these audiences by gender. Let's select Split Genders. As you see now, it split all of the audiences we already had into 2 and doubled how many audiences we have by having an audience for each pair of age group and gender. We can play with how many audiences we want by changing the age group size. So instead of 9 years, we could have 3 years or 2 years or 20 years. It all depends on how specific we want to get. When we're done, we click Next. And it shows us a summary of what we just did and the estimated time Scalify will take to create this campaign with these many ad sets and lookalike audiences for us. Scalify will do the entire ad launching process for us, creating the campaign, each ad set, and each lookalike audience. The last thing would be for us to choose if we want to enable these ad sets or not. If this sounds good to you and you're ready to start publishing these ad sets as soon as they're created by Scalify, then enable this feature. If not, and you'd like to go in and review things manually one last time before launching the ad sets, then make sure it's ticked off. That's it. And when we're done, we click Scale and let Scalify do its job. Creating this massive campaign only took us a couple of minutes. Creating only one of these ad sets manually on Facebook would take us at least 5 minutes. If we created just 10 ad sets, that's 50 minutes to create this campaign. No wonder why nobody is doing this. Scalify is your competitive advantage to get super specific with your ad sets and get results faster than your competitors and be the one to win the market. In this video, we learned what are Customer Lookalike Audiences, the power of Customer Lookalike Audiences, examples of Customer Lookalike Audiences, how to create Customer Lookalike Audiences and launch your campaign at the same time in Scalify, how Scalify saves you massive amounts of time and energy and allows you to find targeted audiences and scale much more efficiently and effortlessly. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video.